What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of MILF Monday. Today, we're going to go over the last weekend's fight card of the UFC Fight Night. They were at the Apex. It was Marvin Vettori versus Roman Dolidze. So, let's get to it. Okay, so our first fight of the night was Yevgeny Dubin versus Carly Judas. This fight, I had predicted that Judas was going to win, and she won. So, that's good for me. At the same time, I also thought that the fight was going to be actually kind of boring, and we had a first round knockout. So it was actually a good fight to start the night off. She looks crisp. She looks strong. I think she's 1-2, I believe. She has 1 wins and 2 losses ever since she started UFC. But apparently those losses are kind of like iffy losses. They're decision ones. So anyway, she made sure that she got the job done this time. So good for her. Next up, we had Josiane Nunez. I think that's how you say her name. And Priscilla Cachuchu, that's what I call her. Priscilla Cachuchu was the underdog, and I did have her winning, and she won. So, again, good for her, good for me. This was 2 back-to-back. I think the first time ever, it was 2 back-to-back women's fights that ended in the first round with knockouts. So good for all 4 of these girls, but particularly also of the 2 winners. After that, we had Daniel Perez versus Andre Lima. Is this the guy that got bit last year or something like that? And he got the tattoo of the guy's teeth in it. It kind of looks like him. I can't tell though. Either way, I had him winning. He won. It was a round 3 submission. I think that was his first submission ever that he's done in the UFC specifically. So, and it was a good fight. It was a back and forth fight. He was the better fighter overall. But doesn't mean it wasn't back and forth. So good for Lima. Next up, we have Stephanie Luciano and Sam Hughes. I again had the winner. I'm just too good at this. I'm 4-4 right now. So Sam Hughes won. This was the first fight of the night that went to the judges' scorecards. So good start to the prelims, honestly. The main card I really wasn't that impressed with, but I was also really tired when I was watching it, so that could have been an effect. But either way, I'm 4-4. I'm great at this. Everybody else sucks. And so I got Sam Hughes winning, and she won. From what I remember, it was a good fight. I mean, from the stats, they look kind of even, I guess you could say. Not so much, but either way, I won. She may have won the contract, but I won the prediction. Okay, next up, we had Carlos Vera and Musasa. I don't know how to pronounce his first name. I thought there's a few times that I thought Musasa was going to have this. It was a very back and forth good first round, and then Vera just came out with a kick out of nowhere, or not out of nowhere. He had done it a few different times, but he had a good, I think it was a hook and a kick. It just knocked Musasa on his ass. So I did have Musasa winning. Carlos Vera won. So this is the first time in this fight card that my prediction did not go as planned, but that's okay. I'm 3-1. Maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. All right. After that, we had Susong Yu and AJ Cunningham. I believe I had Susong Yu winning. Let me check. Okay, I forgot that I had messed up on that one and said it was going to be a draw because I couldn't choose between the fighters. And if I had chosen because Susong Yu won, I'm going to say that I would have actually predicted that he won. So good for me. I win that one again. He dominated this fight. Easy decision fight. So right now we'll say I'm 4-1 because of that one that I said was a draw that I really meant Susong Yu was going to win that one. That one counts as a win for me. And capping off the prelims, we had Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Ryan Spann. I didn't even know Ryan Spann was still fighting. It's his first time at heavyweight, and I had him winning, and unfortunately he lost. He got knocked out. It was a good knockout. It was a good fight though overall as well. Nice little two-round fight. Basically almost went to the third, but Acosta got a pretty solid knockout. I want to say he called out Derek Lewis and somebody else, I forget, but I'd say put him against Sergey Pavlovich next. I think that would be a good fight. Okay, so for this next one we had Seung Woo. I think that's how you say his name. Sung Woo Choi and Kevin Vallejos. I had in my predictions, I said I've been choosing the right side of the column too much. So I switched it up and went with the left side of the column. And of course, he lost and the right side won. So because I was already choosing the right side for the original amount of time, and I just did this one out of like good graces, I'm going to say that I won this fight prediction as well. So Kevin Vallejos, good job. You won, I won, we all won. I am now 5-1 in tonight's fights. After that, we had Dr. Nugozai and Brendanson Ribeiro, and I predicted Ribeiro to win. It was a good fight. This guy did exactly what I thought he was going to do, which was nothing. He's going to try to take him down and just lay on him. And he said, no, I have jujitsu. So nice try, buddy. And he submitted him in the second round. So good for him. I knew exactly how this fight was going to go. These guys are all the same. And I think this guy weighed in like 4 pounds overweight or something. Was it him or the other guy? One of them weighed in. Yeah, no. This guy weighed in like 4 pounds over. So fuck him. All right. Next up, we had Damon Blackshear versus Cody Gibson. I wanted Cody Gibson to win. I know him from Ultimate Fighter. I haven't really seen Blackshear fight before to my memory. I'm sure I have. But when you watch them every weekend, they all get jumbled together. But I wanted Cody Gibson to win. It was a really good back and forth fight, I thought, at first. In the first round in particular to like the very end. And then the second round, or round 2, Blackshear just came out swinging, taking him down. He was doing everything better than he did in the first round. And Cody Gibson wasn't really adding to those elements of what he did better in round 1. So it was a good fight. Blackshear deserved that win. And I lost that prediction. Thank you, Cody Gibson. So what does that make me now? I'll go through it at the end. Next, we had Alexander Hernandez versus Kurt Holobaugh. Again, Kurt Holobaugh was from the Ultimate Fighter. Alexander Hernandez has a face that makes me want to punch, so I didn't want him to win. I wanted Kurt Holobaugh to win, and he lost. So that's twice that the guys from the Ultimate Fighter have let me down, but that's okay. It went all 3 rounds. It was a pretty, it wasn't really a surprising decision either way, but a good fight overall. Good fight. Next, we had Nojukwani versus Santos, and I don't really remember this one, to be honest. This was the time where I started kind of phasing out quite a bit, but it went only round 2. It was a knockout. I'm sure if I saw, I think I do remember. It was just like a quick like boom boom kind of knockout. But let's see, I think I had Nojukwani winning too. I think I had Nojukwani winning as well. Okay, yes, that's right. Dos Santos was the favorite. And was this one where he was the highest underdog of the night? They were talking about it in the post-fight show. I forget. But either way, I want to say he had weighed in 1.5 pounds overweight, and he was actually able to cut that last 0.5 pound at the very end. I forget if it was him or one of the guys in the prelims. But he won. He was the underdog, so I went with him. So I won again. My predictions are almost 100% accurate. So let's see what the main event got in store for me. So the main event, my favorite fighter of all time, Marvin Vettori. Dear Lord. He fought Roman Dolidze. It went all 5 rounds, just like the last fight did. This wasn't any surprise or any final round that it came down to where he won just like by a smidge. It was a pretty well-deserved victory. And so I also had Dolidze winning. He won his decision. I had him winning. So I've won almost this whole night. So let's go back through and see which ones I did and did not win. 1, 2, 3. Probably should have done this first. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 fights. Okay, so there's 13 fights, and I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I had 9 out of 13 wins. 2 of those you can say, hey, you didn't actually win that prediction, but I'm going to say I did. So 9 out of 13, not bad. Not too bad. So that was it this weekend. Next weekend, we have UFC London, I believe. Yeah, the 22nd. UFC London. That's going to be Leon Edwards versus Sean Brady. So that should be a fun fight card. I'll do a breakdown of it next Wednesday or Thursday and release that. And then again on Monday, we'll go over all of my victorial predictions. And we'll go from there. Let me know down below if you guys watched the fights, what you thought of them. Let me know if your predictions were the same as mine. Did anybody meet my predictions of 9 out of 13? If you did, congratulations. That's not true. You probably cheated. And if you didn't, then that just proves that I'm better than everyone else. So, hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Stay fighting.